Hey, how's it going? This is Nampa Hiker here, and I just wanted to share with you something that I put together. And this isn't the first time that I've showed this off. I actually showed it off on another video, but honestly I didn't like the quality of the video. I'm really new at this. So anyway, I looked at it and I thought, you know, I could do a little bit better. So I deleted that video and I'm going to try this one again. This is the Sterno Folding Stove. I bought it for $5.88 at Walmart here in Nampa, Idaho. And basically a friend of mine sent me a link to the Firebox. The Firebox is a wood-burning stove that looks phenomenal. Unfortunately, it looks also expensive. And looking up the price, well, it is out of my budget. So what I decided to do is pick up this folding stove, which collapses down to a little pancake, and it weighs next to nothing. And I decided to modify it to turn this into a wood-burning stove. So the first thing I did is there's a wire holder here and here that is used to help hold the Sterno fuel. The Sterno fuel is a gel type fuel, and it comes in a Sterno can, and it fits into this little portion right here, and it's held up by these two, little wire holders. What I did is I actually cut these two wire holders out and discarded them because I don't ever plan on using the Sterno fuel. And then I went over to my local Goodwill, and which is a thrift store, by the way, if you don't have those in your area, and I bought this. What is it? I have no idea really, but it's basically a pan of some sort made out of aluminum, and as you can see, I just cut out a piece of it, and that piece that I cut out fits perfectly right into the stove. And the stove sits actually about, I'd say about a ½ inch or so off the ground, and since these have holes in them, there's perfect updraft if you want to put wood there and turn this into a wood-burning stove. And also what I did is there's wires that go from here to complete the grill, and I cut half of those out, the ones right in the middle, because I have something else planned with it. If I have a wood-burning stove going, obviously I don't want to put something down too low on it, so I put a couple notches on the sides, one here and one here, and I just put tent stakes right there, and now I have a flat surface again. If I want to cook something on there, throw a fish on there or whatever. You might be asking, well, why did I do that? Well, I'll show you. Not only do I want this to be a wood-burning stove, I also want it to be an alcohol stove. An alcohol stove in the sense that I want to be able to put my alcohol stove in there. So right here what I have is a Trangia knockoff. This is actually made by Esbit. And it's a really cool stove. It works really well. And as you guys probably have figured out by looking at my, my few videos that I have put out, I really love these alcohol stoves. Intense Angler and Hiram Cook and Yankee Prepper are three guys on YouTube that really got me interested in these things, and I've kind of become obsessed with making them, and I've made about 10 or 15 so far. But I found this one at Sportsman's Warehouse, and I really like it. It's a Trangia knockoff, again, made by Esbit. So what I decided to do is I decided to make a couple more modifications. You stick the Trangia knockoff in there, and I wanted to be able to lower a pot onto it, but you can't lower a pot onto these things. So what I did is I drilled holes on the side of the Sterno stove here on both sides. You see it got holes here, and on the corresponding sides I got holes there. And so now what I can do is I could put these tent stakes through, the same ones that you saw that completed the top of the grill. I could run them through the side of the stove, and I can make a holder for my pot. This is a Stanley pot, made by Stanley, obviously, stainless steel. This was given to me by my children. I have 6 kids. Yep, 6 kids, and they got this for me for Valentine's Day. They know Daddy loves stoves and camping and hiking, and so this is what they got. So basically now what I do is I'm able just to light up my alcohol stove here, and then once it gets bloomed, I just drop my pot right onto it, and I have a great little setup here. And so what this works as is it works as a windshield for my alcohol stove, and I just stick it into a little bivy bag, and I stick that little bivy bag into my cook kit bag, which is slightly bigger, and away I go. I'm able to cook in high winds, or I'm able to basically do whatever I want. If I decide that I want to cook with an alcohol stove, I just throw an alcohol stove in there. If I need to raise that alcohol stove up, I could actually raise it up with the tent stakes, or I could use the tent stakes to hold my pot and keep the alcohol stove on the bottom. Or if I want to use wood, I just throw wood in there and catch it on fire. So there we have it. As you can see, it's a perfect setup, and it works perfectly. So that's my modification to the folding stove. I hope you like it. I hope that's something that you find useful. And if you could think of some ways that I could improve this, please leave a comment in the comment box. Well, thank you. God bless.